Yo, what's up? Now, y'all niggas already seen the title of the video. Now, I went back to watch some film of two games. A lot of people already automatically put Russell Wilson in the category of a top 3 quarterback in the league. After watching these two games, the two 49ers games this season, his team should have been dead in the water both games. But he made do with what he had out there, my nigga. Even in game 2, Chris Carson, his only 1,000-yard rusher, out. Marshawn Lynch and another retiree coming back to play in a rookie whose first name I don't know, but his last name was Homer. He was the only guy who knew that defense. When healthy, this team is very respectable. When healthy, this team is one of the most complete teams in the NFL. You know, this team has a very respectable defense. This team has a very respectable offense. Their linebacking core has that has 2 players, KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner. 2 players with over 130 tackles. They have a nice defensive line. They have, let me see here. They have Jadeveon Clowney. Alongside to complement Jadeveon Clowney, they got Rasheem Green. 8 starts. But he made a very great impact in his first season. We got Quentin Jefferson. A very nice complimentary piece to go alongside with Jadeveon Clowney. When Jadeveon Clowney is clicking, you might as well say those two are clicking too. With those three on your front four, you can get a decent pass rush going, a run defense going. Against the 49ers, they can probably hold them to 25 and give Russell Wilson a fighting chance to put more points on the board. Now that linebacking core, as I said, is also very respectable. They got Michael Kendricks, Bobby Wagner, and KJ Wright. 3 very respectable linebackers, especially with Bobby Wagner. I think this is his second to best season that he had as a linebacker. I think he had like 159 tackles. All this team really needs to do is be healthy. Now, when you ask me the question, can they win the NFC West? Yes, they can win the NFC West. Because this is an average team without Russell Wilson. Throw Matthew Stafford on his team. Throw Drew Lock on his team. Throw somebody like Tannehill. No, not Tannehill. I wouldn't go that far. Throw somebody like Dak or Carson Wentz or Deshaun Watson on this team. They'll probably win like anywhere from 7 to 9 games. Russell Wilson has the ability to scramble in the pocket, move around in the pocket, manipulate the pocket. He has a suspect offensive line. They was asking that front four, led by Nick Bosa, to please sack my quarterback, please injure Russell Wilson. But Russell Wilson, he's one of the best improvisers in the game. We know Patrick Mahomes is a freak of nature. We know Lamar Jackson is a freak of nature. Just imagine somebody who can make every throw Mahomes makes and has just about a little less athleticism than Lamar. That's basically Russell Wilson. And honestly, my nigga, in that Week 17 matchup against the 49ers, he was the offense. They had no business being there, my nigga. They the whole night that was asking for the 49ers to blow them out. And just based off of those games that I saw, Russell Wilson can at least get 10 to 11 wins a season. Last year, niggas was writing them off. Niggas said, oh yeah, they only going to win 4 or 5 games. Their roster is depleted. Their roster is suspect. They only got Russell Wilson. He'll only be good for 5 to 7 wins. Nigga go 10-6 and make the playoffs and win in the wild card round. Like, you can't count this team out, my nigga. We already know that the 49ers are probably the most complete team in the league. They got a top 5 offense and a top 5 defense, my nigga. They are not going to regress, even though they lost Emmanuel Sanders over the offseason. So will the Seahawks win the NFC West? No. Can they win the NFC West? Yes. But y'all niggas better hope y'all get the Jadeveon Clowney back. You better hope you get Jadeveon Clowney back. Because without Clowney, your pass rush is decent at best. And that's not going to cut it down the stretch in the playoffs. You're going to have to need a decent pass rush, a good pass rush. You're going to have to need a decent run defense. You're going to have to need Russell Wilson to click on all cylinders like he did. Now, Russell Wilson's offense ain't even, I mean, it's good, but it's like an average offense. You know, you got Tyler Lockett. He is a decent route runner. He has very good speed. And then you got his number one receiver, who's going to be a Pro Bowler in the future. We got DK Metcalf. He's the full size of an NFL wide receiver. He has the speed and he has the route running ability in the hands of a Pro Bowl receiver. His potential is limitless as far as it comes to DK Metcalf. And when Chris Carter comes back, or Chris Carson comes back, him, Marshawn Lynch, and the nigga that whose last name is Homer, they'll have a decent and respectable run game, which will make Russell Wilson's life a lot easier. This team, hopefully, when next season starts, when it's healthy, they will be a much better team than how they looked towards the end of last season. With that said, Joe, the Seahawks are one of the most underrated and complete teams in the NFL. With that said, Joe, that's it. I'm out.